Yeah, it's recording. There we go. Hey, check it out. I'm back with the coolest cat in the world. Right here. Check him out. He comes up. Hangs out with me. Hey, bud. Hey, bud. Hey, what are you doing? Come to lay up. Lay up with me. Folks, I'm in a chair. This ain't no electrical. This is just one of the manual chairs, but he ain't in a good spot, is he? No, I have to be very careful when he's up here. I know he wants inside, but check this out. Outside is a bell. Ding, ding. When he wants to go in for dinner, or he wants to go in for, that's the only reason he really ever wants to go in is for a bite to eat. He'll ring the bell. Let's see if we can't get him to ring that bell. What he'll do is he'll ring the bell. He'll go to the door, and then he'll sit there, and when it doesn't open, he'll look up at the bell, and he'll swipe it with his paw, and then he'll stop and look back at me to see if it worked. It's so damn cute. Yeah. Hey, ring the bell. You gonna ring the bell? Where's the bell? You gonna ring the bell? You wanna go inside? Inside. You wanna go inside? I'm teaching them front door and back door. I'm working with them with those two words. So whenever I get ready to let him out on my own free will, without him ringing the bell, I say front door, and he'll go to the front door or back door, whichever way I'm going. Sometimes I don't want to send him out back. I want to send him out front. I mean, for different reasons, one thing or another. But right now, he just wants to kind of hang out and chill right here. I think he knows that we have pork chops and chicken breast marinating in some barbecue sauce to go on the grill tonight. He don't get none of that. We don't give him people's food. That's not good for him. But what is good for him is plenty of love and plenty of rest. One of the words he knows, or a couple of the words he knows put together, is let's go. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I ain't gonna make a fool out of him. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. My mom named him Rusty because he looks rusty. But he doesn't know his name. I was thinking a better name for him would be Crush. Like Orange Crush. Orange cream. Orange and cream. I love orange. Who don't love them orange cream popsicles? Oh my goodness, orange cream. But a friend of mine said, no, Rusty, just keep going with it. But I don't never call him for that. I always call Kitty. And he knows Kitty. He comes to that. When I go outside, I say, Kitty, Kitty. And he comes for that. Or I ring the bell. If he's not here and I want him to come, I ring the bell and he comes. For like that. It's like both of us have been trained about the bell. It works both ways. That's my little cat, man. I'll tell you the story about it. I'll tell you the story about the cat. How I got him, or how he got me. Some friends of mine that lived at the corner here had to move. Okay, the cat, how they got the cat was somebody abandoned the cat in the neighborhood. He just kind of picked them and hung around their house because they were very cat friendly, and they fed him, and they loved him. So he adopted them, they adopted him, kind of. So that's how that was. They don't know where he came from or whose he was. That's what I understand. Okay, they were neighbors. He used to belong to a neighbor. They adopted him for a little while. They had to move, or they decided. I think they had to move because the house became unlivable because it was just not maintained well by the owner of the owner, the person that rented it out. But when they moved where they moved to, they weren't allowed to take him. And they knew that I really enjoyed him. And I guess they just knew that I was the right person for him. So one of the neighbors that lived there was a mother and a daughter and then another daughter. There were 3 generations living there. And the mother and grandmother came down with a Tupperware full of food and asked me if I would feed the cat for them because they couldn't take them where they were moving to. And I absolutely, I mean, yes, without a doubt, I will. I'll be glad to. Would you like your Tupperware back? No. Give me the Tupperware full of food and everything, and a little scoop that goes with it. So that little scoop is about, I'd say, a 3/4 of a cup, maybe. I don't think it's a whole cup. I think it's about 3/4 of a cup, maybe half a cup. I ain't measured it, but it's the perfect amount for him to eat in one setting. And so that's how he came about. When they went ahead and moved, and I started feeding him outside, and it took him a while before he realized that they were gone and all his food was going to come from over here. It took him a while because I'd have to go up there and find him in their yard or their driveway on their porch every time. He was expecting them to come home, I guess, when they never did. Finally, he realized that his new home was here, which is just 2 houses away. There's only one house between. There's actually one house and a vacant lot. So it's pretty much 2 houses away. It ain't that far. But he is just the best cat. I mean, he only, he's a neighborhood cat. He's just a neighborhood cat. He was a free cat, and now he's still a free cat because I leave him out unless it's going to freeze or unless I want some love and some companionship. I'll let him in and, spend time with him or whatever, but I don't let him back out because he really likes to be outside. He loves chasing squirrels. He loves chasing rats, mice, and birds. He ain't got a chance. He can't catch them. But he likes to watch them and all that. But he's a great cat. But he's still a neighborhood cat. When I first got him, I did not know the status of him, whether it was a boy or a girl, and I didn't know if it was fixed or not. So I assumed by watching the cat spray, he would always spray. Psst, you know how cats back up to something and shake their butt and spray like that? Nothing ever came out, ever. There was never nothing, but constantly always doing that spray movement. So I come to the conclusion that it's a boy and it's already fixed because of the reason that it sprayed and nothing ever came out. Well, people told me that's not necessarily true. So I was like, okay. Then I started thinking maybe it's a girl. I had no idea. I really didn't know. But I did know that there were lots of other cats in the neighborhood because of another neighbor that picks up feral cats, has them treated and spayed and neutered and whatever, but she doesn't return them to where they came from. She keeps them at her house. So now we got a lot of neighborhood cats right here that came from blocks away. Whatever. That's her. That's her thing. I'm not going to go into that in this video, but I'm losing track of where I was going with this. I totally lost track of where I was going completely. Anyway, I've got the best cat. Okay, yeah. I didn't know whether it was... Okay, we have lots of other cats in the neighborhood, and I don't know what's what and what's been fixed or what hasn't been fixed. So I really didn't want to have kittens. I can't afford to have kittens. Plus, I think it would hurt. All right, what I was saying before my phone got full, I had to go delete a bunch of old videos because I filled up my phone. But anyway, I didn't want the cat to get pregnant. I didn't know if it was a boy or a girl, but I sure did not want it to get pregnant. And I started getting really paranoid about it. And I would watch his belly grow. And when he'd eat a lot, he'd get fat. And I'm thinking, oh boy, she's pregnant. And I started calling it a she. So I signed up with this organization called Bay, B-A-Y, Spay. And it's Bay County, Panama City, Florida. That's what they call it, Bay Spay. But it's an organization that will spay and neuter dogs or cats. I'm not sure how much dogs are, but cats, I think they were $50. And you get your shots, all your shots. They give them all the shots, and they spay or neuter your cat. For you drop them off at 7:30 and come pick them up at 3:30 in the afternoon. Well, when I went and picked him up, they said, it's a boy. He'd already been spayed or neutered or whatever. He'd already been fixed. So they want to give me a discount. I said, keep it as a you know what you call it? One of them donations. So that's the story of the cat. And I love him. Look at that. Look at that guy. Hey. Hi, buddy. Hey, boy. What you talking about? Hey, buddy. What are you thinking about? Yeah. Inside? Wanna go inside? Yeah? Let's go. Yep, yep. Ring the bell. You ring the bell. Ring the bell. Hey. The bell. Ring the bell. Yeah. You're a good boy. Inside? Ring the bell. Now it looks back at the door. There you go. Okay. You're a good boy. I love you. And there you have it, folks. The cat will ring the bell to go in and ring the bell to go out. And I can ring the bell to call him home if he's far away or close by. Thanks for watching, folks, and there'll be many more videos about my cat. If y'all can come up with some good names better than Rusty or Crush, throw me some of your name suggestions below, and I'll try some of them and see if he looks for them, you know. If I call it to him and he reacts to it, then that's his name. So somebody already had him, somebody already owned him and took him to the vet and had him fixed. And then either abandoned him here before my neighbors adopted him, or he wandered off. We don't know, but I'm glad he made it to me. The cat is going after a heron on the dock. The heron's getting pissed. The cat's hiding behind the canoe. Heron's been there all day. All day. Heron knows the cat's there. Cat is right over here, behind that fire pit, to the right side of the canoe. Oh, let's go. Wow. Cat probably don't know what to think about that damn big ass bird. Way too big for. I still see the cat's tail right there at the bottom of the canoe, like right there. See the cat's tail? So he's still hiding behind the canoe. I cannot see the cat anymore. I expect he's just laying there watching them. Wow. Cat has now went over there. Has lost interest and has totally went a different direction. Took off out from under the... Took off, folks. Cat left him alone. Smart cat. I'm going to do the call with my voice that the gray or blue. I'm not sure if that's a gray or a blue, but they look the same to me. But I'm going to do the call that they do. I know how to do the call and see if he'll fly away. This is going to be loud, so this is a warning for your speakers or your headphones. He did not react at all. Wow, I look like a fool. I sound like a fool. My neighbors think I'm drunk. They probably heard the bird the whole time and think that I have congestion. That bird ain't moving. It's like a statue. Trust me, folks, it's not a statue. But I'm finna act like a ghost and disappear because I let nature take its course. I really like to let nature take its course. But I was curious to see what that cat was going to do. And cat took an assessment. Cat crawled around the canoe and probably peeked around the corner and made an assessment of what was there and decided, I ain't messing with it. I'm gone. And took off to another part of the yard.